What's poppin', big sippers? It's your girl, Brittany G.
And Notorious too. And you're tuned into another episode of
AunTEA Talk. Why are you laughing? Because I'm gonna be still. I'm gonna be still. Keep this.
Okay, y'all. So if you're listening, and I want to say this, if you're looking, because we're gonna expand. So if you're watching this episode, I know y'all saying like, dang, it's 3 of y'all on the couch today.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our good friend, our good sis, my soul sister. I always call her my soul sister. Oh, Beezy! I don't know what to do. Pew, 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 pew. Bow, bow. Yeah, we got Auntie OB in the room tonight.
I don't know what to do.
Excuse me. But awkwardly cool.
Tell me who you are, girl.
My name is OB or AOB, whichever you want it to be. One of those.
You got anything you want to show with the big sippers? Just bloom.
The big sippers. See, I'm in my editing stage, so I guess I can still say, just bloom. Always bloom. But that's my brand. That's me. I'm always continuously just blooming, and I want that for you too.
Yes. Hey.
So, that is OB, guys. OB and Just Bloom.
And we're going to get right on into our sip tea for the day. Brittany dressed it up and made it real good for us. We got tropical sangria. Today we have tropical sangria. She just mixed a lot of different wines, and we got bow to the aunties.
Tropical sangria. Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
What's the percentage on this?
I don't even know.
A percent.
Because I want to know, because you'll fuck around and get drunk in front of the camera.
Yes, and then the fruit gonna be good and saturated. Oh.
All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into our sponsorship opportunities. As you already know, AunTEA Talk, we are looking for sponsors. And today's sponsor, we have our homeboy, Timmy.
Appreciate it, Tim.
Timmy gave us some new table decor. So we are looking for plant companies, black dope owners, for plant companies, aromatics such as candles, candle waxes, incense, anything to get the aroma going, we want it. Adult beverages, and tea companies. Also, as well as adult games, y'all.
Yes.
Adult games. We keep telling y'all that we need new games.
Friday. Play a game.
We keep telling y'all we need new games. We entertain y'all each and every episode. This is episode 17.
16.
17.
It's 16.
This is 17.
This is 16. Last episode was 15. This is 16.
We just dropping hella episode after episode and I done lost count. But that lets you know how many times we done recycle games. Mm-hmm. What's up, y'all? Y'all got people. That's the thing. Y'all be really holding y'all nuts on us because y'all really know people. Y'all the post people on y'all story. Me watching our story when we be telling them we looking for sponsors. They don't never tell them. But it's cool. But anyway, so we do need adult games,
big sippers in trouble,
as well as tea companies. Now go ahead, sis.
Also, if you're a minority-owned business, we have a tea shop for you to join where we offer promotional opportunities. So if you have a minority-owned business with a product or service, or you're a black-owned business looking for sponsorship opportunities, hit us up at AunTEATalkPodcast@gmail.com. All right, so check it on in.
Let's do our check-in.
We checking it on in, y'all. OV.
What's up to you? This drink is so good.
Thank you.
Check in.
I had a long Friday. I check in right now. No, I had a long Friday too.
Okay.
Had a long Friday, but it was a great Friday. I felt very productive. I got things done throughout the week, so it made me good and it made me feel good and accomplished by Friday. Check in. What y'all need to know?
That's a check in now.
That was a good check in.
Let us know what you got going on.
That's what
If there's something else you want to tell us, you can
this
tell us.
last week was really, I don't know. It was a getting back to me week. I like this week. This week was really me refocusing on focusing.
Okay.
I like that. Refocusing.
I had to get back to it. I had to get back to it. But it felt so good to just, okay. I like sounds in the night, bumps in the night. But yeah, I had to get back to me. Waiting on me.
Y'all, this is no cap right here. Like this is her all the time. Like
awkwardly cool. That's honestly awkward. Don't mind me.
You gonna hit her with a check in this week? You want me to?
You can go ahead, man.
Okay, so for my check-in, last episode I checked in with me having my selfie week during our off week. So, I did have my selfie week. Some of the things I did was I went and got a massage. I went to Starlight Cinema for the first time. It's in the Battery. Great experience. It reminds me of AMC times 5. Like it ain't that much of a difference. The only thing that I really liked about it was you can lean all the way back in the reclining chairs. And then I did a lot of relaxing and just doing, just staying around the house doing little things. Yeah. But the main thing that I was most excited about doing was going to the bamboo forest.
I knew you was about to say that. Yeah.
So
I
did well, it was 1.7 miles going, and then of course coming back, so a total of 3.4 miles. But did the hike. It was such an experience, and I was like, as I was pulling, I'm like, dang, I wonder what I'm gonna take away from this. Like I was just so curious about what I'm gonna take away, and I actually posted it today on my Instagram. I made a TikTok. But one of the things that one of my lessons from that hike was to don't panic and remain calm at all costs.
That's the message.
One, I would say, hey man, if you in the city, do it. Like, it was that time to myself, just in nature, just finding more, like, of course I had my phone so I can make sure I'm on the right trails, because even though it's the woods, it's kind of like paved, trails or whatever. But you can get sidetracked, because I'm going to get to that. But, great experience. Got to the actual bamboo forest. It was a 1.7 hike to the actual forest. And I chilled there. I actually didn't plan on staying that long. I probably was going to do like 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, I was there for an hour before I hiked back to my car. But on the way back to my car, I got lost. 10 plus minutes. Like, it was like 12 minutes off track. Like, I had to get back on track. And I knew someone because I kept running into cardwells. I'm like, this wasn't here. Like, what's going on? And so that's what made me look down at my phone. I'm like, oh, shit. So it's like, all right, breathe. Yeah. You got to figure out how to get back on this. On this trail. So I end up getting back on trail, and then from there, my feet was on fire. If you gonna hike, invest in some good shoes that's suitable for hiking, because I had on some space hippies. Oh, my feet were on fire. Man, they felt like they was blistering like that. Oh my God. But not even that though. A deer had to stare down with me, because I wasn't finna look at his ass. I just kept walking and walking.
Bitch, that was Bambi.
And look, y'all, when I tell y'all I did a still walk, like, I'm just like, just keep going, sis. Just keep going. I looked back, that motherfucker was still looking. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, this bitch was about to get the hooking with Bambi.
So, like, with all of that, it just taught me to just breathe, because I'm working on like focusing on my breathing or whatever. Yeah. So breathe, and don't panic. Because if I would have panicked, I probably would have been lost in the woods till somebody came by. And even with me being lost, I was 12 minutes off track. So, who probably when nobody walked past me, like, I could have eat, like, so, yeah, that was my lesson from that.
You about to be on the wrong turn.
Exactly. I would have been like,
but God was with you, and that's why you got out.
Yes.
For real.
Yes. So that's my highlight. That's my check-in. Also, I wanted to highlight, like, you know, it's a new month.
Yeah.
And so, you know, new month, new goals, new, like everything. So one thing that I'm implementing and I've been excited about is routine, doing a routine. So, yeah, that's it.
That was one hell of a check-in.
word.
And I gotta come up there.
I asked you, did you want to go?
I know, but Obi threw me off. I was still laughing.
I'm glad it didn't get dark on your ass.
Yeah,
if it really got dark.
No. I wasn't doing the day. So, you know,
I was waiting for that part. So I'm
go.
like, bro, I hope it didn't get dark in this story because I would definitely be like, all right, focus, Ashley.
Man,
we
what?
Get the hell out of here.
How do I time out? Did you tell them where the bamboo forest is?
So yeah, you in the city. I got off at the Cumberland exit, and it was like 15 minutes from Cumberland Mall, the East Palisades Trails. But what I typed in my GPS, Whitewater Creek Recreation Area, not Whitewater Six Flags, Whitewater Creek Recreation.
Tia said
Whitewater Creek. Yeah, okay, it must
somewhere.
be near Whitewater. I'm just gonna put Whitewater in.
So, and then once you get to where I parked at, it was a 1.7 mile walk. So that was about 35 minutes for me or whatever. So yeah, and then it's 35 minutes, and boom, the bamboo forest.
Okay. And it was about the same time going back.
Yeah.
Well, no.
It was like a 50 minutes for me going back.
What time of the day you went?
I went out there. I probably started walking like at 12.
Okay.
Noon.
Yeah.
But give us a check-in, so.
Oh, okay. So for my check-in, I still had a that was my self-care weekend, as we already told y'all last episode that we planned on doing a self-care weekend or whatever. So it was mine, and I started working on my outfit space. And I really was supposed to be having this outfit space done months ago, but it's okay because it's getting done now. But I was working on that. That was just like my guest bedroom was like my storage, and I don't know about y'all, but I have a problem with washing, drying, and folding and putting up the clothes. It's like wash and dry basket me. Yeah. And I hate to see the baskets, but I also hate to fold clothes and pick them bitches up.
Fit in the dryer.
So, my goal is now to do my laundry, and within 24 hours, I have to fold and put up all my clothes. And
I enjoy folding. That's what I was about to say. Like, I enjoy, like, I ain't gonna say I just enjoy, like, I'm gonna go wash and fold. But I'm like, when I wash my clothes, I like to put that shit up because it make me feel like I done got something done.
And I love to
see
I
love to see my shit put up. Yeah. But I gotta be the one to do it.
Yeah.
I gotta do
reduce
all
what you
shit.
fold. Like, if it's certain shit you grab, then you can just you can put that in the drawer where it's just like it's tossed in there, but it's kind of neat. But if it's stuff that you actually can take you take your time and pick through, but the grabbing type of shit, I don't fold. Like, so it's just, you gotta reduce that shit. But it can be therapeutic to get that shit organized.
Well, maybe I need to tell myself this is therapeutic. This is therapeutic.
I lie to myself.
This is therapeutic, goddamn.
Bitch, I said therapeutic.
But so I had 6 baskets, hampers, and I had like bins of clothes.
Hold on, that's why y'all shit. That's why you enjoy it. And I don't have that much. That's why you enjoy it. No, that's why you got kids and you ain't got none. Wow, we're gonna just take a drink. What's tropical sangria? This is the drink portion. Wow, Sabri. Let's cheers, Sabri. These say the number.
I ain't even do my foot like that. I'm like that.
Yeah. But I used to be like that in college. I used to have so in college though, and I used to have so many.
That's why I picked that bad habit up. It was in college
because I cannot just be carrying around all this shit.
Yeah,
that's when I started reducing.
But anyway, so I did that Friday. On Friday, y'all want to read? Feels yes. Okay, but on Friday, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I had it on until 7:30. I didn't have no social interactions with nobody. From the time I woke up, I think I woke up like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I'm gonna get to the podcast I was listening to on my Bible on Demand, but I had just been listening to this podcast, and it helped me. Like, I was sitting there really felt like, God damn, hell yeah.
That was therapeutic.
Yeah, that was therapeutic. It really was therapeutic.
That was therapeutic.
That
was therapeutic.
But now,
that dance in my head for me. I'll be doing this.
I'll be
okay.
But so that pretty much was that. I folded clothes for about 12 hours that day. Between 10 to 12 hours. And I didn't even take that many breaks. Because y'all know when you take a break while you doing chores, it be slick over with. Mm-hmm. And I didn't take that many breaks. That's why I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I was just listening to episode after episode after episode. Like, I was getting up there with the episodes. And then I had already told myself I was supposed to be going to the grocery store afterwards. And I had been craving like some gourmet ice cream all week. So I was like, I'm going to treat myself. So I'm going to get some ice cream, take myself on an ice cream date, and then I'm going to go to Walmart. Mm-hmm. But I also had been craving sushi, too. So, but I didn't even have a taste for sushi until I got in my car. I cranked that bitch up, and my mouth said, you want sushi? So I went and got sushi. And then I went on my ice cream date, and I didn't go to Walmart. Like, and I was telling myself, like, girl, it's okay. Like, you deserve this. You ain't never sat there down damn near 12 hours and sat there and folded some clothes. Since when you ever did that? And not only just fold them, I put them up. I ordered some dresser or whatever back in June. Hello.
I'm sorry, but no, Exit, did you say sit there down there 12 hours to fold the clothes?
Yes.
Bitch, that's longer than a work shift. That's a double. That's a double.
I'm like, damn, she really said something over there. No, where the fuck?
I told you how much.
You deserve fucking ice cream with Hennessy on top. You deserve fucking Sunday with a damn man under the platter on. I don't know, but I could eat it off him. But still, it's just like, that shit supposed to be presented.
Oh my God.
12 hour front clothes, you the big dog. Salute.
So that was my day. And then I ended my night with, I soaked in the tub. And I was just so relaxed, y'all. Yeah. Why I fell asleep in the tub?
Yeah, I did.
I fell asleep in the tub for like 3 hours. I
was like, I could have drowned in here. I done fell asleep in here.
But that was pretty much my check-in for this week. Well, for, the past week or whatever. And like you said, new month, new goals. I really been doing it. So
self-care week for us all.
Yes,
I fuck with it.
Yeah. Cause even when I was at the bamboo forest, I called you.
Yes.
Yeah, and she took off that day, and I was like, damn. Like,
and me and Michelle been wanting to go there, so it's just like I was like, damn, I would have went. But that meant you needed that time to yourself. Yeah, definitely. And we just all was really basically talking about just treating ourselves. And, catering to yourself. Yeah. Being gentle on yourself and giving yourself some time. Yeah. Like spend time with yourself. Yeah. Heavy on the self.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into what we're grateful for.
Listen, we went right into it. I ain't just saying self, but people act like selfish is a bad word. It's not a bad word. It's not a bad word.
I ain't learned that until like 2 years ago, maybe last year.
Speaking of that's going to be included in my book, We're Just Blown. Yeah.
Make sure
selfish is not a bad word. Believe that.
Well, what you grateful for?
People try to make it so dark. I am grateful for having people. I'm grateful for being able to have people. I know I had came across the conversation a couple times with two friends of mine, but people don't be having people, and it's like for the people that I have, and whether I said enough to them or not, like it's like you just need you need your people. You need your It's like even if they're them in their own way. Say you got a person who don't say that many words, but when they do, it mean a whole hell of a lot. Or you got the one who talk all the time, but you know they mean the best for you. Like you got your different people. Yeah. So everybody don't have people. Yeah. Some people don't have folks to depend. And I don't know. I reflected on it this week. Like I spent some time just watching a movie with my godson and my best friend. Me and my best friend really, my godson was just all around us, but he finally watched it at the end. But it still was just like spending time with people. Yesterday I spent time with my friend family, who really my family too. Yeah. But spent time with her like a little sister to me. We sat there just talking, and it was on some random shit, but it was still just like
impactful.
It's good to have people. Just even you, just a good vibe conversation. Folks don't have people. Like people really be alone. You gotta be grateful for that shit. Like folks don't have people to lean on for a word, for a piece of
like you
advice, or
I be hearing like folks be like, I don't have no friends.
I was just about to say that shit. I be looking at them
like when I feel like it's something wrong with you if you don't have any friends.
I don't know. I don't be knowing what be
like
the case, but I can't relate. So, but I also take that as a blessing because the older I get, the more people I hear like, I don't have no friends.
And then
or
it may not
you're
be
my only friend, or I just like
it may not be what's wrong with them.
Balancing
and I just got in your life,
but it may not be nothing wrong with them. It really be like people really be different. Some people be like socially awkward, don't know how to keep friends because they don't not transform themselves.
But that's why I said. But that's what I said. Like
it
goes back. Like something has to be wrong with you because there's a lot of folks like I don't need no bitches. Like well. It's an issue with you because the fact that you feel like you don't need anybody in this world, like you can't maneuver through this bitch alone. Like at the end of the day, you can't. Like it's impossible. You need interaction. You need vibrations and energy from everybody else surrounding you and stuff. So I can't relate at all with that no friendship. But what you grateful for?
I'm grateful for friends that share account passwords.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Because we got one person on Zeus, we got one person on Peacock, we got one person on Netflix, we got one person on Hulu, we got one person on Prime. Like, come on, it's a community password.
Man, what? Why you what?
It's a community password.
Why are you paying $100 on subscriptions? Hey, another thing, friends. If you don't have people, if you
are you paying $100 subscription? Well, you can just
but it goes friend. But what it goes back to having people. Yeah. Like you're.
That's why I was like,
it's useful. Like it's like. I'm not gonna necessarily say you need people, but
and some people socially awkward though and don't know how to connect with people or just connect better by themselves and want to be like that. Yeah. But it's just like it's important to know how to.
Yeah. I'm grateful for YouTube.
Okay. We all around a little bit.
Yeah. And I said that because you know how I said during my check-in, I'm implementing routine in my life. So a part of my routine is each morning I get up. Those first 10 minutes is I'm strictly stretching. So while I'm stretching, I'm listening to motivational speeches and stuff on YouTube. And I stumbled upon Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker. And when I tell y'all, this man's so dope. Like, I've cried so much this week just from listening to those motivational speeches because it's like, damn, you talking. I literally feel like these folks be talking to me like, because I'm holding myself back in a lot of shit. So it's just like a lot of the things I'm like, damn, they speaking to me right now. They speaking to me. So that's what I'm grateful for. YouTube. And then, of course, because of AunTEA Talk, that's what we at.
Yep.
So,
but I do also want to say this too. I did also start a morning routine on last week, and it's been going really good. Me and Tia talked about that earlier this week too.
And I also do the same thing at night before I go to sleep. So like before I get in bed, that 10 minutes before I get in bed, do the same thing.
Okay.
Listen to the same speech, like, cause I want to remember all the affirmations and the lessons within the speeches. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I can do that because my goal is to do at least 30 to 60 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week of feeding my mental. So yeah. Well,
get your ass up, stretch,
yeah,
and just get that shit in. That's my meditation because it's hard for me to meditate. Like I said, like I just can't focus.
That quiet time, you need it. Yeah, that's what I'm
no
living it.
I told y'all that earlier. No coincidences. Like I wrote that down for this week, and that's one of the things I've been getting into myself with. Like, I've been making sure, like, I'm not a big breakfast eater, but I'm like, I got to eat something. Make sure I'm making a smoothie or a piece of fruit or making just a small...
Making a conscious decision.
Yeah, like, I need to make sure that I implement routine. But that was one of my words for this week. Like, I have to tie mine into words to make me connect with it and stay on it. Because... yeah, I'm a visual.
So our tea spill for today is our
tea game. So, like we said, we need y'all. I'm not gonna say we need y'all, but we would love for y'all to support us in finding different vendors and people, black-owned businesses that have games and things. Because for today's episode, we're doing something different. This is our first time having a guest, so. We decided that we just want to pull cards. We're going to use cards from tonight's conversation. They're black-owned. They're actually a podcast. And, we see them repeatedly on our timelines or whatever. And what's crazy is when I ordered the cards and I showed them that I sent it in the group chat, that I ordered it. And OB was like, I got them same ones in my cart. Like, So we have 2 decks. These are what the back of the cards look like. We have 2 decks. This is the self-love deck, and this is the relationship debates deck. So we're going to get a chance to have a conversation.
I'm going to get this from the middle.
Okay.
Tell them what deck you pulling from.
They got to guess which one I'm pulling from. If it says, your stepchild's parent calls you about back child support. Oh, calls you about back child support. They expect you to pay what's owed because you're the spouse. Would you? Why or why not? And I'm gonna let you all answer this.
Hold on.
Well, we finna say the same shit.
Cause we ain't gonna happen. We said this in the previous episode.
Because we not gonna be no stepmamas. We ain't even finna be in this predicament.
But we also told y'all in one of our previous episodes, when you're married to somebody, they problems, everything becomes yours. So, and I think that was the example that we gave. Like,
we spoke about that.
The child support shit. Like,
that's why when she got stepchild parent, I laughed.
Okay, so it says they expect you to pay because by law, it's more than likely gonna be taking out my check anyway. By law, it's gonna be taking out my check.
If they can't get it out of his, they gonna get it out of yours.
Yeah, if I got the choice.
No, they gonna always be able to get it out of his. Fuck that. Don't put me, like, you make sure you got your shit in what you need to handle. Alright, babe.
Even though it shouldn't be like that, but still, like, back child support, you probably got.
You ain't gonna have your balance better be on the currents. Goddamn.
So you gonna hit those defects to find out first before you tie the knot.
Dang, I didn't even think that far.
Yeah, cause how you gonna know that he can kick it to you like he don't owe nothing.
He get mail at? He shouldn't be getting no notices about no bad child support. He better let me know that it's all good. Like that shit is.
That's what I'm saying. So how you going to confirm?
What if he don't tell you everything?
That's what I'm saying. How you gonna confirm that he's not in a hole? You gonna call defects?
I didn't think that far into it.
You don't have to if you don't Yeah.
So y'all saying like y'all wouldn't talk to people with children already?
I won't say that because I have, but I won't do that no more serious. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Because ultimately,
but what if that's the one who sweep you off your feet and take care of shit?
I won't even get to that.
It could possibly be, but that's just what I missed.
Because I'm probably gonna shut it down first.
It goes back to
how I told you. Unicorn a little bit like how women who don't have children. It'd be hard for. Not hard, but sometimes
it is hard. But it's a lot of men
true.
out there. Like, I've had this conversation with my coworkers, and they be like, "Dang, T, like, you ain't gonna never find." I'm like, bro, it's a lot of men out there. I ain't even saying
like you'll never find a man, but I'm just saying like, if certain things come to you,
my thing, OB,
sometimes gotta goddamn.
That's true
depending
too.
on
but
how
if
it comes to you though.
If I have the choice,
some shit be put
in
together.
things or whatever, I'm not seeking, like, I'm not gonna say necessarily seeking because nobody's actually seeking, but well, some people are seeking, but I'm not just really finna take a man for real when he got a kid, because it goes back to I want my child to have. I grew up in a 2-parent household. I want my child to be me and my husband first child together. Like I don't want no outside stuff. Like when it's outside,
picture like that too.
When it's outside, it goes back to the whole child support and all that type of stuff.
So
like I gotta include this child mama in my
into
life.
your equation. Yeah.
And I'm call it selfish or whatever. I'm not comfortable with having another woman that you used to fuck with in my life.
Yeah, that's the perfect shit. Shit, I would want that too. I'm just saying, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, don't have a I would say just try not to put such a barrier on it, because you never know what's going to be presented to you. You might be somebody who handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if they handling that shit and they're able to take care of you, and you might have find a unicorn with a baby mama who's cool and they really have a good dynamic working, then it might be something that might fall in your lap that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, but I still got a rebuttal.
Because
the rebuttal for me is way deeper than just the
other person.
It's the kid too.
Yeah.
I don't want the kid to feel no type of way, or the kid to come at me disrespectful. You not my mama. I don't want to have to deal with that. And I
can't
feel like that's
discipline you.
Yeah.
Like none of that. Like, so yeah.
It's too much of a headache.
I would rather. I'm gonna pull from the self-love deck. Wow, that's crazy. What is your absolute relationship deal breaker, and what happens if someone does it? Let me ponder.
Don't be coming at us like that.
Oh,
wow.
What you do? Like, it's crazy. Like, what's your deal breaker, but what you do about it?
But you know what? I was like, dang, this thing like relationships, but it goes back to your boundaries. And that's okay. That has to do with self.
One more time for me again.
What is your absolute relationship deal breaker, and what happens if someone does it?
It kind of depends.
Yeah, like,
and the reason why I say it depends, because it depends on how you looking at it. A deal breaker for me is I can look at it different ways, as in one, you doing something for my boundary, crossing my boundaries, or another way is it's just like, oh no, I ain't dealing with no shit like that. So the I ain't dealing with shit like that type things.
But what is that? Like, what is, because it's asking what is that? What is that boundary? Like, what is it?
That's why I said hard. Like how y'all were just talking about no kids. Like, that's a boundary for y'all. Like a deal breaker for y'all.
I can answer.
No, that wouldn't be, because y'all wouldn't go for it.
An absolute deal breaker for me in a relationship is a man with no hustle. Like, you don't have no get up and go. Like, I gotta tell you to do stuff and stuff like that. Like, I can't do it. I cannot be your mama.
Yeah, you can't leave me in the wind by myself. Like, and expect for me to respect you as a man, as a person. Yeah. And as a man. Yeah. And then especially as my man. Yeah. So yeah. You wanna go ahead, Obi?
I'm still trying to think of a deal breaker. And what would I do? I might
what would I do in my situation? Oh yeah, I'm leaving. If a man
I definitely can say that as well, but I do want to say something different. Inconsistent. Because if you're showing me you inconsistent in the beginning, you already showing me what you're about. So I'm not even gonna waste my time. So baby, we can be cool.
Yeah.
But we ain't never finna go no further than this.
Yeah. Like, yeah, for sure. For sure. Cause it's like, it goes back to, you present me with this facade, and then when I feel some type of way that you're not fulfilling this facade anymore, then I mean, what? No, you're the issue. You count. You fake as hell. Point blank. Period. You ain't got one yet. It's alright.
Alright.
We said we can scramble it like that.
I'm gonna go back to self-love. What's your idea of the perfect date? Take yourself out on the date you just imagined.
A perfect day for me, I want to be away. If that could be something, but I want it to be away where it's still a vibe that I would get at home in the city, but I'm on an island or something, and I'm with me and my dude. So if I could do it by myself, it'll be the same thing, except I'll probably spend more days over there because I want to be by myself.
Facts. I second that all the way.
A little
We all
time
agree.
than anybody else. And that ain't being selfish. We motion that for real.
Don't nobody else got to even answer after
this. Then you don't get it.
Like, one thing about all three of us, we love self-care. We love our alone time. Like, that's something, I feel like that's something that kind of unites all of us together, like, for real. Like, from the conversation, I ain't even gonna go there. Let's,
yeah.
But yeah. It's aunties in the building.
Exactly. I want to
I mean, you
stop. B, you keep playing.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Because I want it to be random, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to grab the cards. I'm only doing 4. I'm only doing 4.
Let her do it. It's going to be relationship. Pull.
My favorite number 3 is going to go with the goddamn 1, 2, 3.
Relationship.
That's crazy. A woman refuses to dance with her date at the club. Later, she spots him on the dance floor with another woman. She gets upset and leaves. Who is wrong? Explain. So that's her man?
It's her date. So clearly they came together, or they at least met. They had intention. I'm gonna answer that.
I didn't know they were on a date or it was they first. So they just dating. I mean, shit, you would feel the date.
Hold on.
I want to see what.
I was about to say he is in the wrong, and the reason why he is in the wrong is because they're on a date. Yes, you're not my woman, or yes, like however it goes, but we're on a date. That was the mutual place that we agreed upon to meet at, and to enjoy each other's company. I don't give a fuck if I didn't want to dance or not. Yeah. You don't go on a dance floor unless it was a conversation like, oh, well, this shit over with. It's not going to go further. Yeah. Like, but if y'all were just...
You could even end it the day. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
About nothing, let's go.
But if we still on our date and you go on the dance floor with somebody else, you got me... First of all, bitch, you got me fucked up. Like, come on.
See, please. I'm looking at she gets upset and leaves. So I'm saying, like, if I'm sitting at the table and I see the shit, I'm not saying that he right. I'm still gonna wait there and be like, damn, so do you want to, y'all gonna dance again? You know what I mean? But I'm not, what's she gonna get her on? Oh, she just gonna lift home. I'm like, we gonna get another drink because I'm finna go dance on the dance floor too. But come by me one more drink and we gonna have a dance contest. I'm gonna give me a nigga who can dance too. Like, we finna have a contest because I'm not about, like, okay, what?
So you gonna be on some petty shit?
I'm not, no. But now I'm asking, like, was I enjoying the date? And then it's like I didn't want to dance. Like, what's I setting? Because if I was enjoying the date, I'm going to talk shit to you. But if you was already giving me weird advice, I'm going to slip out and leave, too.
See, what you going to say?
The same thing.
I got too many dynamics in my head.
At the end of the day, y'all, like you said, y'all agreed to go to this place together. If shit wasn't working in your favor, you felt the need to dance with whomever. All right, let's end the date. You know, drop you back off at the house. No, you can take me back home to my car.
But how the vibe of the bar is, though? I might stay there and enjoy it.
I mean, you can, but still end the date, though. Oh, yeah. Don't leave it open like we're still, you know, talking and shit.
And then be confused. I'm be out here at the bar. He ain't gonna be confused about that because I'm not. Yeah, we are. Bro, you go ahead and go back and dance.
You broke up with your significant other less than a week ago, and they are already in another relationship. Damn. What does this most likely mean?
Y'all was already fucking.
Y'all was already fucking with each other.
One, y'all was either already fucking with each other. Two, you don't know how to be by your motherfucking self, and you need to fill a goddamn void. But to have some type of affection or somebody to lift you up versus giving yourself motherfucking self-love, that's what the fuck it means.
Tune into the next episode. What she just said. You guys want to say, oh.
That's what it means. One, it's two ways. One, y'all was fucking around already. Or two, you trying to fill the void. You don't have enough self-love. You can't be by yourself. Now it's time to refill my sangria.
I'm going to go with the bottom of the ladder. I think you was already fucking with them.
Yeah, straight up.
Let's shoot. You're dating for about a year, but you have never been to your significant other's home. What does this most likely mean? Explain.
It can mean multiple things. It depends on your mindset. And I say this because Brittany, no, I don't like people in my space. Like, but I also feel like we've been
about a year. You would have let them come over. So
yeah. What the fuck? You got a lion for her?
Yeah. I had to think about the year part. Yeah. Okay, so either you got a wife at the house, or you living with your mama or somebody and you just embarrassed and don't want me around. But it's either one or the two.
Yeah, definitely one of the two.
We not getting to a year, like, bro. It's like at least 6 months and you live by yourself, and I ain't got down with y'all. It's like about 6, 7, 8 a month. It's like that shit is like, okay, we ain't gotta get to a year. You all right, bro? We good.
That's
this shit don't work for me.
Yeah, that's true too.
No. Yeah, or they only talk to you when they out in the car. Or if they only talk to you at the house with their headphones in, I done heard some stories.
What? I was just finna say.
I done heard some stories.
Definitely done heard some stories. Okay, so that wraps up our T-spills/T game for tonight. Again, we use tonight's conversations. We use their relationship debates deck, and we also use their self-love deck. Bow. So right now we're gonna move it on right along to our
question of the night.
So for tonight's question of the night, is sex a must during the dating phase before committing to a relationship?
Man, honestly, it's a bit heavy, yes, but it also depends on where I'm at in my life. So being that the reason why it's a bit heavy is because I've been sexually active before. And I know what I like. So it's just like, damn, I done put so much time into your ass and like a bitch ready to go. And that shit is whack. When I tell you I'm gonna boohoo cry, like I'm gonna boohoo cry, but I also feel like there's growth in there. Like you can teach somebody, even with somebody that you have great sex with, you can still teach them, like, as you learning yourself and your body or whatever. Like you can teach them how you like to be pleased. So with that being said, like I did say, it depends on what state of my life I'm in. But if I was in a phase of my life and I continue with like celibacy or whatever, I can wait because I can still teach you. I just gotta pray to God. Like when I'm being intentional with my prayers that you're my husband, I'm being intentional that you can be my husband in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah. What about your question?
So depending on how long the dating phase lasts, I'm glad you said that. But I would rather know the person. I feel like intimacy is a big tie for me. Like, I feel like I need to know that, but it don't have to be very soon in the dating phase. Like, I'm not saying it has to be early on, but that does, and I do feel like it's room for growth when you're being intimate with someone. I do feel like it's room for growth, but at the same time, I want to connect on every level, like physically, mentally, spiritually, and so that is something big for me. But I do want to give it a while too to make sure that we have more than just a physical connection. So it can hold out for a minute, but eventually,
before we commit,
I have to know, because if we don't connect in that way, and it's a way you can learn, you got room to grow, but how much I gotta teach you? I need to have that first trial, or at least a few trials.
Because like you already know, I ain't patient. I'm not gonna be teaching you everything. So for my answer is, we definitely gotta test that shit out before committing, because it goes back to the deal breakers. Like, if I'm not attracted to you sexually, like, it's gonna go downhill from everything. I'm gonna look at you differently. It's a parenthood. So I gotta have it. Since like, now we don't have to be consistently doing this shit, but like, I need to know what I'm getting myself into. So like how you said, you can teach somebody how to have sex, but what if their penis isn't feeling for you? Like, so it doesn't matter what they do, because I know a nigga who I can tell he know how to fuck, but his dick isn't feeling. Like, so it's like, I can't really teach you what to do, because
that's something you can't even control.
I can't even control that.
Yeah.
So I gotta.
So let me ask you this though: where you at in your life right now? When you start dating, how much time are you going to? Are you like, when you ready or she ready type thing, or like, how are you gonna gauge? Because of course you just don't want to, just because a nigga take you out on 2 dates and y'all vibe together, you just want to give him some ass. But also you want, like, how are you gonna gauge when you gonna give him some then?
So I'm in the phase that I'm at in my life right now. Like, y'all already know, and I said it episode after episode. I ain't had sex in a long time, especially this year. None this year. But anyways, like, I'm not gonna put a time limit on it. Like, right now, I have to be in the moment. So if I feel like, my thing is, I'm not having sex because I'm not gonna say I'm celibate, but it's just more so of, I'm not fucking until I find somebody that's worth me, like, who deserve. Because I know she got power for real. Like, I know she hit. So I'm not finna just be giving this to a nigga that really don't deserve this shit. So
100% understood.
Yeah. So it just depends on when I get to that time. Like, oh, this nigga is deserving of this. Like,
okay, but I'm ready for that. The reason why I asked that, and I did just cut you off on your ending statement, but I kind of figured where it was going. But the reason why I asked that is because now you done invested in time.
Yeah.
Your feelings are attached.
Yeah. It's going to be hard if it's not him. But
or feeling, like you said.
But you already know this about me, though, Brittany. Like, literally.
But you a whole new woman. I done told you that you a different woman now. So that's why the question that I posed to you was, the place you're at in your life right now.
I have to see when it get there.
Okay.
I have to see when it get there. Because me, mentally, like, still just, I like what I like. Da, 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 you know, the stubbornness in me. It's a deal breaker for me.
And OB, you would
test trial. She went testing it.
And I don't have to take. It don't have to be early on.
But it's a test.
Eventually, it'll need to because I'm not about to play myself. And I'm just not about to play myself.
So
and I don't even want to waste your time because
and that's I feel.
I'm not finna. No, I'm not. If it's something, I'm just like, no, it's all right. Yeah. Oh, deal breaker. I didn't answer that question. Boom. If we're not connected, hey, no.
Bring it on in full circle.
Bow. I answered that shit. No, if we're not connecting, it's because intimate. People put a limit on intimacy.
Yeah.
Intimacy is not just physical, bro. It's not just physical. Intimacy is our connection.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you, like, you know what I'm saying? If you really are, like, you cherishing your body, and if you really, like, respecting your body, not saying the folks who go crazy on, you know what I'm saying, do more than one person or whatever the fuck. However spiritually, sexually you are. Yeah. It's still, you're doing it, if you're enjoying it every time or most of the time, you're doing it in a way where it connects to either you and the person. You're getting fulfillment out of it. Yeah. And it's not just about the body. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like sinister. No. But no, I hate to sound like, I'm not trying to be jaded, but that I like how I sound, and that's why I be saying, like, sometimes motherfuckers should just stay virgins because everybody don't know how to have sex, and if you go in it's two virgins, you neither one of y'all know what to expect.
You have no expectations.
But if you done been slutted out and you done had sloppy toppy and your bitch throat can't get dry, or your nigga don't know how to, that you like to be choke.
Ooh. Did y'all see the tongue that? My God.
But if y'all nigga don't know, you
what
might
was
be
that?
choked.
You was in the moment.
I was in the moment. I got choked. I told you. But if your man don't know you like to be choked, then deal with. But if y'all both are virgins, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother time. But yeah, we did dig deep into this question tonight. But it was just some inquiring minds over here, and I wanted to know how far y'all gonna go.
Hey, that still goddamn surface to me. That was good deep. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because we typically don't even be diving.
It'd be a quick answer, and then
when you said this, but even when I thought about your question in different angle to her, like where you are in your life, because it's just like, even if like sometimes when you not feeling where you want to be self-wise, sometimes sex ain't as enjoyable. Like, if I'm worried about this, I'm not happy. I'm not even worried about it. If I got some shit I need to get accomplished for myself, and I know I'm not out of like shit. Not saying sex can be a relief as well, but it also can be like, shit, I can wait for this shit. Like, I'm trying to I want to really enjoy this shit, but I need to make sure I'm checking some shit out for myself. It doesn't. Sometimes it don't feel as but this shit can still be getting off, but it doesn't be as fulfilling as it could have been.
And I need fulfillment in my life, baby.
Don't we all?
For an hour. Vibe on the man. Vibe on the man.
Okay, that vibe.
Sangria. Okay. It's your favorite aunties, and we in this bitch. Big simple old baby. Nah, we really don't.
Hey. Freestyle. Obi.
Oh, quick. Quick story. Before we go, hold on. Oh.
Tell your story.
I'm finna tell my story. I'm finna tell my story. So back in 2009, or was it 2010, we was in the mansion, Savannah State. Yeah, that's where we was. I met OB. She was freestyling. To my boo, 2 chains. A was popping.
A was popping. Titty Boy used to go off.
Yeah.
That nigga used to go off like that boy R.P. Dog.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how it made me feel.
Yeah.
Express all the worst I want with no fucking deal. No deal till brick. It's no deal if they want it.
Yeah.
Because I can be independent, so that's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
And I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Took you back to Savannah State, so you know we going through it.
Yeah. Vibe on the man.
Hey, vibe on the man.
If you can.
Yeah.
Vibe on the man.
Okay,
And I want it now.
Yeah.
Demand it, and I can do that because that is my cloud.
Yeah.
Cloud.
But nah, like, I met OB. First night I met her, she was free. Like, I vividly remember
And I was
that
like,
entire moment. Like,
but I still remember.
yeah. But
That
you got a vibe for this week? So our vibe on demand is just like somebody, or whether it's a song,
an artist,
like
a
anything,
podcast,
somebody we've been on
anything.
this week.
Man, I told y'all this week, honestly, I have been like cutting off my TV.
No,
and sitting in my room.
Some-
I'm about to say,
Oh, okay.
like, I really haven't. Normally, it's music that'll keep me on my vibe shit. I will say a song that I've been listening to is the one I had put on earlier, the Future song, the Holy Ghost. I I put that on repeat because I just like that beat.
Yeah.
But I really been vibing off myself this week, if I can say that. Like, I've been heavily vibing off myself this week on some shit to where I'm writing again.
Okay.
I'm getting into routine and making myself understand how important it is, how that consistency and routine go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God.
in order to be really routine, you gotta consistency, and I say with discipline. Because
Yeah.
it's a really, like,
All
you
the
gotta
three words
learn.
go.
Yeah, the time matters,
Yeah.
the time of day. You have to know yourself you have to know yourself well enough to where you know what parts of the day work to do things best in. Like,
Yeah.
I have really been vibing off me this week. Like,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
I already knew about myself that I need to revisit, that I need to reinforce on, like, reinforce my focus on, and, like, be like, come on, Ash. Like, if you want to be consistent and routine, you get way more accomplished by doing that shit. Like, if you think of the most, Beyonce is the first person to come to mind, the best person to goddamn use when it comes to really getting some work done. And consistently, and you seeing the product, like, you seeing what it produces. Like, it's consistent. Ain't nothing fucking wrong with it. Hard work, consistency, discipline, all that. I've been vibing off me this week because I know, like, the shit I can produce, I can vibe off me, and I can thrive off me. Like, where am I playing? Like, so I've really been vibing off me this week.
That's what's
This
up.
good. Yeah.
But I'm going to make it a consistent thing.
Yeah. You got
to just, like, damn, I'm like, hey, you in another realm.
Yeah.
We gotta move ourselves through our chapters, through our seasons. We have to blossom, just bloom. Through our fucking seasons, for real.
God.
We have to see ourselves in our next level, but also make ourselves move on that level. Like, okay, what I used to do, I can conform that just a tad. I know I done elevated a little bit.
Yeah.
It don't have to be no big ass shifts, but I have definitely vibed off me this week.
It's
making shifts daily. And it's
I like the
making
fact
a big
that
difference.
you're saying all the things that you're saying, because even in the motivational speeches and things that I've been listening to this week, like, basically saying the same thing.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why I said all of that goes in hand, like, routine. Routine is just really an example of being consistent, honestly, if you think about it. Like, and it's also an example of being disciplined.
I just really feel like everything was super aligned with all of us, and we had no idea of it. Even with what we were grateful for, and now to our vibe on demands. And the reason why I'm gonna say that is because we all just focused on, like, this week being about us, self-improvement. Like, whatever it was that each one of us have done, like it's all been about the same thing. That's the end goal of self-improvement, self-care, self-love. All that. I love it for us. Yeah. But my vibe on the man is a podcast called Self-Care and Chill by Maui. And when I ended up coming across, I found her on TikTok. And the reason why I found her is because a couple of episodes ago, I told y'all that I am doing a self-improvement challenge. Mm-hmm. So I just searched the self-improvement and self-care and self-love. Those are the things that I was searching on TikTok. So I can just get videos of different ideas of like, you know, just how people, what they're doing or whatever. Came across her too. Spent some time on her page. And I'm like, I fuck with her. Mm. She's talking to me. She talks like me. Mm. She's raw. Yeah. She's uncut. She's gonna cuss and don't feel. Yeah. She will be like, I said I wasn't gonna cuss today. Yeah. But y'all making me cuss, and you hear the passion in her voice. It's just like, that's me all the way. Like, her delivery is just so amazing. You really, really got to listen to it, regardless if you are just getting out of a relationship or if you on your I'm not fuck with nobody right now journey. I need to focus on me journey. Whatever journey you're on, like, I feel like she speaks to all of us as women and men that listen to it. Like, you gotta listen to her. Sassy, what was your vibe on the man though?
So my vibe on the man is 19 Keys. I mentioned him in a couple episodes ago. But he's a solution based based influencer, I guess you could say, or whatever. Uh-huh. But he actually has a book. It's called Paradigm Keys, Solution Based Mind Reprogramming or whatever. Mm-hmm. And just to break it down, paradigm is your program of thinking. So it's basically reprogramming your way of thinking or whatever. Yeah. Very short book, and it's impactful as hell, like, as far as reprogramming your mind and getting rid of all those things that, because let's be real, all the shit that we grew up with is not good for us. Like, and it doesn't necessarily resonates with us. So it's just reprogramming your mind to get to your best self, basically. So yeah, that's my vibe on the man. Y'all can actually, to get the book, you can go to his Instagram, 19 Keys, and I'm sure it's probably in his bio. I can't even remember how I found it. But yeah, it's very short. I think the book is maybe 60 pages long, like, and that's including introduction and all of that. So very good book for those who are out there trying to get to their best self.
I had 19 Keys. Remember we talked about him? Remember I told you? You mentioned when y'all first had y'all viewing of y'all show, you mentioned Ash Cash. Uh-huh. And then we was talking when you was at the Bamboo Forest.
Oh yeah, and I said I was about to. I said I was going to start reading his book.
I already been following him too, and he has a great enlightenment.
Yes,
but I can't just said that he wrote a book.
And that, like, even
I didn't know he wrote a book because I haven't been on Instagram. So that's good to know.
And I always be like even when I first got the book, I was like, all right, Tilja, you may not agree with everything that he says, straight up, but take those key points, and he had
perspective.
So many key points. Like, I mean, I'm about to read the book again, honestly. Yeah. Like, I'm done.
Every way that he conveys shit doesn't mean you have to take it in the same way he's trying to explain.
And that's
it.
With anything in life.
That's
anything in life. So yeah. Well, y'all, that wraps up another episode of AunTEA Talk. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe to the beat. Share it with your mama, your cousin, your best friend, your boyfriend, your auntie. Yeah. And comment on it, beat. And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at AunTEA_Talk and OB. You got anything you want to share with them?
And 5.
4.
Answer me a question. I'm like, if you want to follow me, I'm currently digesting my myself from social media, so you won't be able to find me. I just find me. But you can't find me on Instagram right now. I have a personal and I have a Just Bloom page. But I'll be back soon. But if you want to find me on anything, girls, I only have one video that my niece taught me. Shout out to her. On TikTok.
Real in it,
Love her. And my God, babies. But the thing is, you can find me Just Blooming without the G. So with a little slang, but not a asterisk over the end. It's just straight just _blooming. Because I want you to understand the blooming is apart from the gist.
Yeah,
the gist is simple.
But what is
the
this
blooming,
at?
we gotta go down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Goes the clock. And that's the only place you can find me right now. But when you see me on social media, it'll be AOB inspired. I might change it, but yeah. Just Bloom.
This is what we deal with all the time.
Social media that also is deactivated tied to me. I'm gonna do both.
And I just want to say, it is so, we try to think of who would be our first guest. We had some people in mind, and then we end up coming up OB.
I didn't think
OB. So we appreciate you.
Take some shit out. Sorry if I offended anybody. I need to stop playing so much. But you know what I mean?
We appreciate you for being our first guest.
I appreciate them. I appreciate y'all though.
But until next time,
to the aunties, y'all.
Alright, well, it's that time, y'all. It's time for our tea games. Yeah, cause it can be on some. I need my dick.
Whoa. How long?
I love inappropriate.
How long now?
I love it.
You need what? I need my dick. Who? Oh, you mean who?
Please got it in after she realized he said that I need my dick. Now we heard.
Y'all, this ain't bless me. I sneeze.
Thank you. I was laughing at sneezing.